very short span of time.
I-
But
Whew. Okay. Like women, now I want to talk to women,
yeah,
you know, because there was a point where I felt worried. I felt like I'm failing you because my friends, most of my friends, like were getting pregnant, having kids, and even your friends,
that was the thing.
your
That was
colleagues, that you would sometimes you
all
get
the
news or
guys that
okay,
Kopelan Lebona,
yeah, now
all of them, even Bagwa Fitang, yo.
bana le bana, and we were constantly talking about it, and even though you did not put pressure on me, but I felt pressured, and also your family, like even though they were not telling me, but I somehow felt worried. It has been 3 years since unyeje, and kamo I like I don't wanna let anything. I don't wanna let selo.
Yeah, because obviously the expectation got after Nyalana, it's
Re
either
tlo ba le
after or
ngwana,
before,
re tlo ba
at
le
least
ngwana.
one.
And even the pressure from Facebook,
What
pressure
about
from
you?
Facebook, like every time when we post or go live,
Oh yeah,
having to lie to them and tell them,
it's not yet
Hore,
time.
it's not yet time. We are not ready. Knowing very well,
Yeah,
we are
we're
ready.
trying, but
We are trying, but it's not happening. It's it's painful. It was painful, honestly. It was painful, and even the community, they would even say to me, Rose, can't you see where you are growing? Can't you see where you are growing? What's happening? Why you said the wrong one? At least it's the wrong one.
Why are people valid?
I don't know. That's why I want to talk
Guys,
to women.
it's not like we choose these things.
You don't choose. You
These
you
things
don't
just
choose.
there's no need to give people pressure about them making kids. Sometimes it's not even about them being able to make kids. Sometimes they just don't have the source of income to take good care of their kids. Why do you press each other this way?
And even yes, maybe some might think or they are saying it in a nice way. Maybe it's in a form of a compliment, but
some people can't just
the
bear
person,
kids
yes,
forever.
to the person, like it hurts. Because yes, they might be complimenting, but they don't know the situation that you're going through. Wabo. So yeah, okay, you're beautiful, you have everything. Now the wrong one.
It was sad because at that time I was working permanent. Now
You're working permanent.
everything is fine.
Everything is fine. Everything. So, remember all the doctors that we had to attend. Like I went from a doctor to doctor, from a gynae to a
from the
gynae.
struggle we had to go to specialists, did the operation and everything, taking all the medications and prescriptions. It didn't work.
It didn't work, guys. Like it's not time for you
it's just
not time. In as much
no
as
matter the pressure and everything that comes from the people, it's just no time.
So take your time. It doesn't matter whether about pressure it doesn't matter whether familia ya monna or familia or even your friends. It doesn't matter what they say. Like if you are trying but you can't conceive, then let it be. And I'm saying this because I'm a living proof. I'm a living proof because I conceived like 3 times and I lost all my babies. But now I can see what God was trying to prevent me from something. Because yes, I was working, but I was not permanent. And when I know you had just started working,
obviously,
and mind you, you're a breadwinner, go high.
Or
what? Remember having to take care of high and having to take care of me.
It's only
say maybe in the long run, because obviously there are internship, there's just no way there's just no way working maternity leave. It means at some point I will have to leave my work, having to take care of me. It do ka mo ke gae wa bo.
But
So
at that time,
we were not thinking about
what we
that.
needed was just
Was
us
just a
having the
baby.
baby.
Was just a baby,
You
wa bo.
know.
So now ke gona e tlikang na gore honestly kwa mathomo kwa ne re ka se kgone.
Yeah.
Wa bo. So I'm saying to you guys, gore if you are trying to conceive and it's not happening, it's not yet time.
Don't give up.
Do not give up and do not force. Like
don't pressure yourself.
Yes, o ska humana o tsamaya le di kereke o ya di ngakeng. It doesn't matter which denomination or which religious.
I think it's just the belief.
Yes, like
if you believe.
Yeah. Don't pressure yourself. Humana ba re ya ga semang mang wa thushana ya ka ikai hey ya ga doctor mang o fana di injection and all that. If it's not time, it's not time. Now I got my child naturally. I got my child naturally kana ko ya modimo. So like do not pressure yourself, guys. Re lo gore ga ikgone now modimo tlo create nako e sharp. Okay.
So you didn't tell them more after the failure of the 3. Now this is what happened. It happened at the right time.
Yeah.
But the fact is that she already outlined that in the process, lucky enough, we won't be specific on the date exactly for some reasons, but we can clearly confirm that we're now blessed with a very handsome boy.
And my little baby.
Yeah, and without.
He's so precious.
Without any complications. So.
Without any complications. Remember, I got in the 3rd miscarriage, right? I went for an operation.
Yeah.
They cut me 3 times.
Yeah.
3 different holes. But I still got my child naturally.
Actually, I remember when I emailed it was sent from that hospital.
Yes.
There are chances of.
There are chances that I can get.
Okay, and something maybe that we almost forgot is that when we learned that we are pregnant again, it was after our that video, that long video you have on our YouTube channel, wherein we made promises that we're going to add content and so forth. After that video, that's when we learned that we are pregnant, and we went to the doctor, and the doctor said he doesn't see anything.
Hey, guys.
Ectopic pregnancy. So to me and her was like,
yes, I remember telling him, no, I can say it's I know I could say it's anything.
But by God's grace,
but we prayed. You remember? We spent like 2 weeks praying and praying and praying and
so
praying and praying. And I just told God for it.
As we speak, so don't be surprised if along the video he wakes up and start making that usual noise, because he's around, he's sleeping. So that's what we're saying. God is so great, we deliberately skipped a lot of other things around it, but we also understand that the video has been very long running now. As I check, it's 1 hour 30 minutes. So we're just trying to say, in that relationship that you have, be strong, man. Be strong. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. I don't know. I think maybe we can just check a few questions from Facebook.
Yeah, I think before we even go to Facebook, what I want to share with you guys, especially Banna, please do not put pressure on your woman. Yeah. In as much as unyaka ngwana ka mmele pelo le moya, do not pressurize your woman or start blaming mosadi wa hao, telling them that they can't make kids. They can't conceive, they are barren, all those stuff. Like, give them the support that they need, because you cannot conceive while you're stressed. Like, you cannot. I remember with us, even though he did not put pressure on me, but because I was putting pressure on myself, like I was always stressed. I was always stressed. Okay, what if Vele I'm barren? What if I don't have kids at all? What if Vele now I won't be able to catch, or maybe to keep, or maybe to keep a pregnancy for a long time, or even get to 9 months, or like, those kind of stuff, like, no, even my relationship, even our relationship got, we had hiccups. It was no longer fun, because everything we would talk about was a baby. And also the societal pressure, having to, the constant comments. Yeah, or when are you making a baby? Once I can cover the wrong one and all that. So we were putting pressure on ourselves, and it was difficult for us to conceive because of the stress level. So do not stress your women, guys. Keep on supporting them and keep on fulfilling their needs. O ska humana o disrespecta mosadi wa gago because of the fact gore ga kgone go direla ngwana ka nako e nngwe e o nyakang ka yona. Just give them the support that they need, and if maybe you get messages from, or maybe nasty comments from communities or even your own family members, just be there for your wife, be there for your partner, be there for your partner, be there for your wife, like fight for her, comment on her behalf. So o ska mo dumella gore a be a le one, because this thing ya go dira ngwana, honestly, it's stressful. Now I've seen it, and I don't want. Yes, it's not. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
But I really understand. It was painful.
It's painful.
It was painful, and I'm glad that we had to be resistant of the pressure and continued fighting. And we wish many people, young and old, can draw inspiration from us and say, even if I lost 5 kids, I can still have one.
Yes.
It's possible.
It's possible. It was possible with us.
Yeah.
As long as you believe, like, it doesn't matter whatever faith that you believe in, as long as there's a portion, belief or faith in your heart, or one day then let it be.
Yeah. I think there are interesting questions that I see from Facebook. Well, we also asked people to post some questions, so that we can mention their name and their questions, just to be part of this historical discussion, And I'm just gonna pick them randomly. Can I start with this one, because it's got some number of regions, so which means many people have got interest to find out. Okay, the first person that we choose here is, what's the name? Karabo Valencia Mokhetle. Says, Khotso Mr. Make, I just wanna know from you, or was it love at first sight the time you met Ceci Rose, or you loved her? For Ceci Rose, what made you have hope that Mr. Make had true and good intentions going? Okay, let me start.
Beautiful. Yes, I think you should start.
So yes, Karabo, was it love at first sight, or you had to love? I don't know if it was, because actually I loved you from the start. I loved you from the first moment when I started seeing you. Even though at that moment there was no any tangible thing. If you go back to this video, you will learn that there was a long process before we could be together, but love was already there. What I was just waiting was just a confirmation from her. So yeah, it was quite interesting that I had to love her at that time and still prove it when I'm in it, because it was not all about getting the confirmation. It was also about me showing you all what you needed to know and to feel, because what I wanted was just to make you feel special, because I loved you so much. I loved you so much.
And you did.
I loved you so
much. And I think
you
answered her question. actually
for
my
your,
question.
okay, but maybe for your words,
Yeah, for my words.
what made
like
you have hope that Mr. Make had true and good intentions?
through his actions, honestly, like having to wait for me for like a year, going back and forth and taking me out while we we're not doing anything and not asking anything in return, you know. um him being there for me, checking up on me every single day, even those little things like putting me on his wallpaper, telling his friends that we're dating, even though we were not dating. So I think it has worked for him. It has worked for him, honestly. And you know and how his character, how he portrayed himself, not only to me but Kotef, in the community, you know getting again nje, his goals, like his life goals, like you could see what this person has a vision, and has a very beautiful vision. And um and his respect for me, trust me, he respected me. Like, if when I don't want to see him, like, he would understand. If I want to see him, he would always make sure, even when we were not dating, imagine, when I want to see him, he would make sure that he's there.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's his character, his ambitious mentality, his his goal-driven mentality. I mean, yeah, his aspirations, and the mere fact that he was honest with me, from the onset, with his background and everything. Like, when I started when I started dating him, I think I knew everything about him. Yeah, I already knew everything about him, so I knew what I was getting myself into. So it's nice when you get into a relationship while knowing what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks Karabo for that question. There's a lot, definitely. There's just a lot of questions. So guys, you'll bear with us. We won't answer all of them. But what I've learned is that most of the questions are close to each other. But there's one question that comes a lot with different people is I think people wants to know how do we deal with the challenges in the relationship. Okay, there are two questions that are always outstanding from the conversations, from the comments. The first one is about how do we deal with challenges in our relationship, how do we overcome them. The second one is what makes these relationship burning.
Okay, can I answer?
Yeah, you can answer email also.
Okay, what keeps the relationship burning? I think, Mike and I, ne? Let me call you by your surname. Okay. Mike and I, ne, firstly knew each other. Like, we communicated our expectations, from the start of the relationship, to say, okay, now when you're my man, I expect this and that. And then Liana, he said, when you're my lady, I'd expect this and this and that. And then I think that has helped us, because every time, like, when I think about doing something special for him, or even, when I think about him, I would think about the things that he told me. Okay, or maybe, I would think about the things that he told me. Okay, he likes to travel. He likes soccer. He doesn't like like just sitting around. He doesn't like to stay indoors and all that. So I always make sure that I live up to his expectations, and he does the same. I think it's best, communication is the best, honestly. Communicate your feelings to your partner. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to share your true feelings, your true expectations, because get expectations you're gonna live with them, Karen, for the rest of your life. Never pretend. Do not pretend. If when you are an indoor person, do not pretend to be an an outdoor person because it's gonna catch up with you in the future.
Yeah.
So like communication, it's best, and even with how to overcome challenges. Communication, guys. Communication. If there's anything it doesn't matter how big or small. Communicate from the start and say your age, even when when you see what the mood is up there and you don't want to you don't want to ruin it.
Just disrupt
it and say
and
that I know that we're happy, I know that we're doing this, I know that you did the surprise party for me or your surprise dinner for me, but we need to talk about this because I'm not okay.
Yeah, you can't pretend
you can't pretend because fault. When you start when you pretend, you know the challenge. What the challenge is, you experience a problem like today, and then maybe you decide that you know what, I'm gonna tell him later. Then later maybe he comes with a beautiful dress
just to wrap it off.
Yes, just to wrap it off, and then okay, then you keep quiet. Then when you're going to raise it tomorrow, he's gonna ask you, or why didn't you raise it yesterday? So now the issue is not gonna be what you wanted to talk about initially, but the issue is going to be what you are discussing right now as to why didn't you tell me yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, so I think communication at first sight, that's what is important.
Yeah, I definitely see a lot of questions here, ne? I know we can't answer all of them, but most of them revolve around just what you just shared. How to keep the fire burning? It's exactly what you said, isn't it?
Maybe the other thing that I can add from there, those romantic getaways, guys. Like be versatile, man. Uskaba uptight, like do dilo tse eleng gore zanka la di dira before. Like if maybe you haven't really kissed each other in a mall, sometimes grab him, uskamchaba, man, darling. Grab him, kiss him. Like
there's one pastor. I was attending this other wedding, Komukopan. He said this powerful line. I love it so much. Familiarity brings contact.
Yes.
So his point was, sometimes in a relationship you get to be familiar. Okay, my person sleeps this other side of the bed. Why don't you change to the other side of the bed? So this pastor was saying, relationships sometimes get to spark. They get to be more intriguing when you stay or spend time in new environments.
Yes.
Don't always sleep in that bed. Go to guest houses, go to lodges, go to hotels, enjoy yourself. You should go to do adventurous things. They revive you. They revive the relationship because relationship, like I said, it grows every day, day by night. And if you don't grow with it, you are running a risk of falling because the relationship is going to leave you. You'll find yourself asking unnecessary questions because the relationship has passed that stage long ago. So familiarity brings content in a way that if you are familiar with where you sleep and where your partner sleeps, you get to be content, you get to be satisfied and be comfortable, be complacent, such that you don't want to do anything further. You just know this is my person and this is how they position themselves, and it ends there. It doesn't have to be like that. Go out and do things that you have.
Guys,
go and explore. Live the life that you have not lived. Go to weddings, go to people's parties and learn how people love each other. Watch this kind of videos and learn more from us who have traveled this path. Yes, we are, like we said, there are challenges that we encounter every day,
and we are growing,
and we are available to share them with you. You can learn from our mistakes and build the rapport. But what is key is familiarity brings content. When you are in a relationship, don't be in one position because the relationship is a process. Anything that ends with ship ocean is a process.
Yes.
It moves from
Yes.
one place to another. Move with it. So don't be conservative and don't allow change. You know, and stick in a position where you don't want to allow change. Be flexible.
Yeah, be open to change, man.
Yeah.
Like that's I think that's you've covered everything, honestly.
Yeah. There's this one point that I want you to. How do
you deal with your
no,
difference?
there's this part. The second one is for Rose. Mamohagamaki ke motho Maki ke motho wa batho.
Yes.
How do you deal with ladies who would act as if you are not around? Here vale around Lena Lily too.
Okay. I'm going to be.
This question comes from Kidiboni Madike Mashamite.
Oh, so Kidiboni. Not to say what I brag, ne? Can I just brag for a second?
It's fine.
I'm beautiful.
You are.
Guys, I'm
bragging,
beautiful. I'm intelligent. I'm very, very confident.
Yeah.
You know, I have everything. a woman I have everything every woman has.
Yeah.
But I consider myself special in a way. Obviously, there's me. One of us saying there's me, there will never be me. There will never be Rose or Mungwe. And there will never be Rose wali yellow bone, Wobzana, Warata Bato, you know, Warata Munawahari, you know,
who's loved by the
yes, yes, I'm not saying what you o ka se mo khumane mosadi o ileng gore o tla go tlhokomela ka mokgwa o tlhokomela ka gona, but my kind of caring for you. It's obviously it's different.
No.
So now I trust myself, darling.
I think
I trust myself so much to an extent there where I don't think about market cheating.
Yeah.
Or I'm not competing with any other woman. Like I trust myself to an extent there where like I know wherever he is, he will never find a woman like me. Wherever he goes, he will never find a woman like me.
Yeah.
Like I'm different, and
I think, I'm sorry, babe, but I think the other thing that many people may not understand is the strength of this relationship doesn't start now. It has been built long ago. That's why I was saying, if the foundation is strong, it will be very hard to push the holes and fall, you know.
You know why I'm saying I'm talking about me being beautiful, me being confident. It's because that's where insecurity starts. If I start to have a low self-esteem now, I'm going to be insecure, thinking each and every lady maybe would obviously there's going to be, there are ladies who are very beautiful than me, who are way much beautiful, way much successful, you know, who can take care of a man. Yes, so now I'm a different person, and you love this person. You love this person, so I trust myself. Like I don't like, you know, sometimes we even spend like 2 to 3 weeks or even a month, but I'm not thinking about you. I'm not even thinking about you having to be with another woman, because I know that I've already made my mark. So like the best way ya go deal like this na, it's me trusting myself, not trusting you. It's me trusting myself in you.
Yeah, but what also is key is that it's not even about you. It's not only about you. It's also about me.
Yes, and you give me the confidence.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is, there is no any other way to keep a man. It's a man who keeps himself.
Yes.
You can do all this, be beautiful and all that, but still you find that I'm not ready to be kept. You know. So like you said something, the respect you want to get should come from me.
Yes.
The respect
Yes.
I want should come from you. And that's exactly how things are done, you know.
Yes. Waka, the point that I'm trying to make here, remember she asked her, how do I deal with the ladies?
No, I really
especially
understood.
those who are your friends.
I just needed to
Especially
to
those who are your friends. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel hori, you know, it has to start from you. You know, you need to trust yourself so much to an extent there hore you know yourself again, and you know the worth, and you know the impact you made in the life of monna wa gago akere, and you know gore in as much as go le go ka tlamanye ba ka se feel the space that you have created for yourself. So once you start to have that mindset ya gore there is no one like me, there will never be anyone like me, trust me.
I really agree. I want us to go to this question by Tatohati Marotole Shibambo. Were you still going to consider Rose as your wife or marry her had it been that you are from a different belief, or were you gonna ask her to join in your lane? I think this was quietly directed to me.
Yes.
Well, firstly, I want to highlight that